Welcome, folks. Welcome to a live My Wife Hates Me.
This is true live.
This is true. You could turn the song off.
You could call if you want.
You could call
866-969-1969.
We are live 7 to 9 tonight, Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. We are drive time on the West Coast, 4 to 6. And you're getting us both together again. Bonnie, McFarlane, and myself. Anyhow, April 7th through 10th.
Oh, plugs times.
You got to start them off. April 7th through 10th, I'm at the Hartford Funny Bone, the 7th through 10th. And April 14th through 17th, I'm at the Syracuse Funny Bone. This Saturday, I'm doing a 12-step convention.
Oh, my God.
In Santa Clara.
It is crazy if there's like...
What?
Every eighth word you have to go... Like that is that's as annoying as just being like juicy mouth.
Well, I had a lot of.
Well, before when the show starts, you say, "Oh, show's about to start. Let me
swallow.
Let me swallow all that cum in my mouth."
Oh boy! Whoa! Look at that.
See what I did there, folks.
Get the
see
notebooks
what I did
out.
there.
So, Bonnie.
Yes, Rich.
What's going on?
Really?
Yeah. What's going on with you? Anything good?
Nothing. I got to do this dumb radio show, and then I got to go do a stand-up set after.
I'm at the cellar tonight.
Then you're going down to the cellar, and then I'm going to go down there and meet you, and then we're going to go back and relieve the babysitter.
And watch another House of Cards. We've watched...
No, I'm not watching a House of Cards tonight.
No,
Too late.
I got OJ tonight.
No shows tonight.
What? Who are you looking at? Who's texting you?
It's John. My friend John keeps texting me.
Who? What friend?
John. Are we allowed to say people's names?
No, the guy from L.A.?
Yeah.
For the movie?
He always sends me, articles about Trump because he's a Trump supporter. And then I make fun of him, and then he tries to defend himself. Well,
there's not a lot of them in Hollywood where he is.
That's why I don't want to say his name. He might never work again.
You don't want to come out as a Trump supporter in Hollywood. I'll tell you that. Who are you supporting? I
don't. In Canada, we don't make that public. That's a private determination that you make. It's between you and yourself in the ballot.
But you're a celebrity. You should be endorsing somebody.
First of all, I am a celebrity because yesterday at our local grocery store, someone stopped me and said, "Do you have a web page?" And I said, yes, even though I don't have a web page. I don't know why I said yes. I said yes.
Wouldn't it be a website?
She said, "Do you have a web page?" I said, yes. And she said, "You're a comedian." I said, yes. And she goes, "Interesting." And then walked away.
That was it?
Interesting.
Didn't ask you your name?
I moved a little bit towards her, getting ready to have a little conversation about my comedy status. And she went right down the frozen foods aisle. Just boom,
but
gone.
She recognized you probably from Red Eye or something and wanted to know a little bit more about you.
Not that much more. She just wanted confirmation.
Well, but why would she ask if you had a web page if she didn't want to do any more, investigating?
I think when she was saying, "Do you have a web page?" she didn't even know yet how she knew me, and then she was like, "Oh." When I said yes, she said, "You're a comedian."
And then you came home and told your 8-year-old.
I told my 8-year-old because you've asked me to stop telling you things.
You told your 8-year-old that you were recognized.
I said, "Hey, guess what happened to your mom today?" I said, "When's the last time you were recognized from your YouTube channel that no one ever goes to?" Ha. Yeah.
Did it feel good to be recognized?
It felt good. I won't lie to you. It felt good. It felt very good. It felt like, yes.
Do you feel like all your
I'm finally making my mark here in Hillsborough.
I think, what happened to that guy that hung up that said Bonnie should take, he hung up already.
What?
Some guy said...
Do you want to take a call? We'll take a call.
Yeah, go ahead, take a call.
Dave, how's New Hampshire?
Oh, it's still cold up here.
Yeah.
Is there snow still?
Not really, Rich. On some of the ski mountains, but that's about it.
I was in Park City like a week ago, and it was beautiful and nice down below, but yet people were still skiing on the snow-covered mountains in Park City.
Great story.
It's not a good story.
Hey, it's going somewhere. It's nice and fluffy snow.
Yeah,
easy to turn in.
I'm just saying, if you're a skier, this is the kind of weather you want to ski in, where it's nice and warm, and yet you can still ski, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, but where it's warm at the bottom. We call it T-shirt weather every once in a while. I don't want to name drop, but I'm in the industry and I'm on radio, and I do that for a living. I do ski reports on the radio.
Ski reports.
But wait a second.
Can you give us an example of a ski report?
Yeah.
Because honestly, and I don't mean, Dave, I believe you do what you say you do, but it didn't sound like you really knew anything at all when you were talking to us just now.
That's not true. He sounded
He didn't. He just agreed with you. It's basically, you were like, down at the bottom. He even used down at the bottom when he was answering you.
Yeah.
And then he said T-shirt weather, which we call it T-shirt weather. Like, that's in the business. Suddenly we're learning some terms of
that's ski terms,
the ski
okay?
business.
At base,
T-shirt weather?
At base camp, you could wear, that's what
at
you could
base
wear.
camp? Do they call it base camp, Dave?
No, they call it at the lodge.
The lodge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all stuff that he could just be Googling right now. We have no idea.
Bonnie, I can do a ski report for you.
Thank you.
Like a 60-second traffic report if you want to hear it.
Could I please? Yes.
And then I want to ask you, go ahead.
Let him do it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave Collins in Snow Country, and this report brought to you by My Wife Hates Me each Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock on Sirius XM.
Good. It's very good.
Well, over in the east right now, we've got some dry conditions and warmer weather, but out west, Park City, Utah, Golden, Colorado, the snow is falling. For example, right now, Park City has about over 100 trails right now. They've got a special event, live music, and Rich Voss appearing there Saturday night. If you're headed on down
That's not true.
to Crested Butte in Colorado, you've got 6 inches of fresh powder that fell over the past 3 days, and they'll be skiing and riding on about 112 trails and 6 lifts to take you to the top of the mountain.
Oh, that's great.
There's always more at snowcountry.com. I'm Dave Collins.
Dave.
He blew you away. He blew you away. On a 1 to 10 scale, he's at 10.
You know what it got me? When he said 100 trails. I would have never, if I was making it up, I wouldn't have said 100. I would have said 30. Tops.
No.
There's a mountain has 100 trails. I mean, I guess it does, but you don't.
Throughout the East Coast, 100 trails.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I mean, you guys are used to I used to live in Pennsylvania, so you're used to like the Pocono Mountains, like Camelback and Shawnee and some of the resorts up there. They've got about 30 to 40 trails, but out west it's just wide open, Rich.
Now, you're on the radio, obviously.
Dave, I take it back. I apologize.
Are you a radio host?
It's all good, Bonnie. Thank you.
Are you a radio host, or you just do a
Rich,
ski report?
Remember when we were in the car and we were saying like, hey, we have to learn how to stop talking over each other.
Yeah, you were done, and I was asking him one.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Are you fucking for real?
Get the cans on.
Okay. We're talking. For real?
What?
We're talking to somebody.
I think he came in. I felt rude.
So you wait, let him sit down, then say hi and introduce him.
No, Dave. You're the first professional person that's ever called.
Unfucking believable.
He does ski reports.
Dave, are you a radio host, or is that what you do? Ski reports.
I do ski reports, and I do play-by-play mostly for basketball and ice hockey and a little bit of football.
Do you ever do ladies basketball?
Yes, I actually do.
Now, when you do that, you have to slow down a little bit.
No, not necessarily, because it can still be very exciting. But
for who?
For their mothers.
Yeah. So, and now your call. What was the basis of your call?
Well, the original, what I told the call screeners that I wanted to know, Bonnie, what is the most romantic date that Rich has ever taken you on?
Let's see. It's a toss-up between Taco Bell and Applebee's.
Oh, you're a real fucking human.
Guys,
when
I
we were
can't.
doing that pilot, that was romantic.
Remember I said we don't talk over each other, and you're talking over me again. You keep doing it.
Because you said the dumbest thing. You said Taco Bell and Applebee's. So
I was making a little joke. I thought that we were allowed to do that here. I felt safe.
I thought you were done with it after you fucking bombed with that joke. I thought I would say something that was romantic and answer this poor guy's...
Poor guy, is he? You don't know what it is.
Yes, I am. I would love to get back to the radio reports because I'm actually looking for work right now.
Well, listen, you've come to the right place because we are drive time in Los Angeles. So
I know.
If people heard that report, I think you're going to get a lot of calls, Dave Collins.
What's your website?
I don't have. Can I promote a nonprofit organization? Yeah, exactly, Bonnie. I know. I'm in the same boat.
I wasn't laughing.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. Promote. What do you want to promote?
Our website is snowcountry.com, SNOCOUNTRY.com, for all the latest ski information, snowfall totals, and all you need to know about the skiing and snowboarding industry.
Well, let me tell you, thank you. We've never went on a romantic date, and I don't think we ever will. So
not into it, Dave.
Date, Rich.
What's that?
He won't because
he's skiing or snowboarding or snow tubing.
You know, the last time I went skiing, like I was in Vermont. I went to Killington, and it went well, right? And This was years ago. And then I was doing the Aspen Comedy Festival, so I went on the mountain where the U.S. ski team practices, whatever mountain that is. And I had a panic attack because I got partway down. Then I looked at the next leg of the slope, and it was straight down. And it's no lie. The ski patrol had to come get me, and they took me down like through a back way. They stopped a downhill race to get me through, and it was basically the most panic experience I've ever had on that one slope. So I've never gone skiing since then.
Dave.
Rich, snow tubing might work for you too. It's a little bit. It's more exciting, but it's not as steep.
No, I've done snow tubing. But that you know the mountain I'm talking about in Aspen.
Of course,
it's the biggest. No, he wouldn't know because he's a ski guy.
I know it too.
Where the U.S. ski team practices, you know?
Yeah, I did. I believe it or not, I took a snowboarding course.
Bonnie said she used to teach skiing. I don't believe her.
You're from Canada, right?
Yeah. I live by a ski hill.
Yeah. Did you used to?
Do you know the name of it?
Yeah.
Kennesaw Ridge.
Okay.
Did you?
I'm sorry.
Look, it has a chairlift and a T-bar. I don't know what else. It grows bigger every year. Can I just hang on, Dave? Because this guy, Joe from Milwaukee, thinks you're stupid.
Why would he think he's stupid?
I don't know. Let's hear it.
Let's see.
Joe?
Yeah, I didn't say the word stupid, but I said what I think is, Bonnie, you should be an investigator because this guy, when he called up, he goes, I don't want to tell you who I am because I'm kind of in the business. And then you said, oh, come on, give me a ski report. And he went in, all right, this is John Collins. And
Dave Collins, yes. So I caught it too, Joe.
Joe, are you calling from inside your toaster?
He gave up all of his information. And at the beginning, he said he didn't want to say who
he snuck his soch in there.
But why do callers want to attack other callers?
I don't know, but I enjoy it. I like it.
You guys didn't catch that point.
But who cares?
I caught it, Joe. And I'm glad you caught it, too.
Oh, by the way, Bonnie.
Yeah.
In Canada, about your prerogative to say who you're voting for. Down here, I don't know if you know, but it is your prerogative to keep that quiet, but people can't force that information out of you, but you can volunteer it.
I know I could volunteer, but you know what'll happen? I'll say who I'm voting for, which is not. I can't vote. I'm a registered sex offender. But if I could vote,
did he just explain the?
Yes. No, this guy is catching everything today.
Did he just explain what you're allowed to do in this country? Yes, because I said
in Canada we don't tell who we're voting for. It's between.
But you're allowed to hear, he told you.
Yeah, he said they can't force you. They can't
beat it out of you.
If they're waterboarding you, red flag. Yeah. That is wrong.
But here in this country, you have your own prerogative. You can keep it to yourself, he said, or you could come out.
But if I come out and tell, I'll get a lot of, dumb tweets.
How did we not know that until he called us?
All right, fine. I'm voting for Bernie.
By the way, the only reason Bernie's still in it, he's waiting for Hillary to be arrested.
See, that's why I don't say anything.
You're a Trump supporter, aren't you?
How did you guess?
How'd I guess? Well,
that's why he's a hater, Rich.
You're from what's that? What do you say?
That's why he's a hater.
Just look at what Trump's going to do. He's going to drop the corporation tax down to 15% to bring industry back, like manufacturing.
If you're going to do political talk, we need sound bites.
Bernie wants to raise the minimum wage to $15.
Perfect. Okay, that's a good sound bite. Dave, what's your response?
Free medical.
Dave?
I'll let him finish. I'll let him finish.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah. We'll control who talks in.
All right. You know what? You guys are both a delight. Thank you for calling in early. And do it often. All right,
Bonnie,
Dave?
Can you put me on hold so I can possibly interview for a job?
Yes, but you'd be interviewing with our intern, who will give you he'll just give you some of his work. He gets paid nothing, and you'll get paid nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing here. You're calling
Bye, Joe.
the wrong.
And goodbye, Dave. Good luck, Dave. Call anytime. He's got a great voice, that Dave.
Oh.
Welcome our guests, Keith and the girl.
Hello.
And
Chemda. Why?
Nice try.
how do you say it?
I say Chemda.
Ooh, that's the worst.
No, you got to go like this. Hemda.
Oh. Why
Right?
why do I know it, but I still look up there? But why did I say Chemda? Because I looked up there instead of saying Hemda.
Right.
I know Keith right off the bat.
Right. Well, Keith, what?
Huh?
What's my last name?
McMalley.
That's right.
McMalley.
I got O'Malley on the board. I got McMalley over here. Just Malley, baby. Malley.
Khalili.
Oh, it's Malley?
Is
No,
it Khalili?
not O'Malley?
I'm not even looking.
Are you Irish?
No. I think I'm Czech, but I'm not sure.
He married an Irish woman, so maybe he just took her last name.
So
He's
O'Malley's
very
fine,
progressive.
actually, yeah.
You were adopted?
My wife adopted me, yes.
No, as a kid.
No.
Then you don't know. I don't really know what I am.
My dad's very hard to talk to.
Like, I always ask where we find, like, I know my one grandmother's from Russia, on my mother's side. But I go to my father, I don't know, are we from Holland? Are we from Poland? Jews were from, chased out of all of Europe, all over. But
They're annoying.
But what do I say? Russian or Dutch? You know what I mean?
You just want to know if you need to take all whatever sympathy for the Holocaust surviving stuff?
No. I just like to know. I know my one grandparent is from Russia. The other ones are from Philly.
You should do Ancestry.com.
It's what a scam.
You think it's
so?
a trick?
Well, he doesn't want to put his DNA into the system, if you know what I mean.
No, it takes too
Charges
long.
might come up.
How far do you think they can go
he
back?
He gets a hit on like 17 rapes.
Do you think that?
Oh, shit.
Do you think that really works, Ancestry.com?
Well, okay, so my father's Iranian. My mother comes from an Iraqi background. She's born and raised in Israel, though. And I did Ancestry because my in-laws gave it to me. I think it's so that, they keep tabs
you're
on
voting
me.
for Trump. Is that right?
Wait, so you're...
I did Ancestry.com, and 97% of it was Iraq and Iran.
So you're saying it's right?
Yeah, I mean, look at my face. It's Iraq and Iran.
Well, now, are you a Jewish Iranian?
Yeah, on both sides.
So now, because
I'll still get kicked out with Trump.
Iran kicked most of the Jews out and took all their, belongings.
It was a rough time. I wasn't there
back then. They took everything from the Jews and kicked them out. And so if it came down to like a war between Israel and Iran, whose side are you on?
Oh, just fucking bomb it all. I don't know.
Are you more Iranian?
Iran is like a shithole right now. It's horrendous.
Well, you can't go with the team just because they're good, or
Sure you can.
If it was all beauty and paradise, you can't say, well, now I'm on the Iranian team.
Well, that Israel, it's like Hawaii.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the same thing. It's like,
I would sooner visit Israel. I would never visit Iran. I would never visit.
Yeah, because you wouldn't come back probably.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do anything. There's apparently no homos there. So
she loves to take pictures of homos.
Did you see on this guy in North Korea that got arrested?
Yeah.
Locked up 15 years for stealing a banner?
Yeah, he got drunk in North Korea. First of all, what are you doing there?
Why was he in North Korea?
I don't know. Did he get lost?
Why would you assume you can do it? I wouldn't know if you can cough.
Yeah.
Why would you assume? I honestly wouldn't chew gum until I saw somebody else do it.
I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Never.
First of all, I'm scared to go to Canada. When we went to Holland, to Amsterdam, you don't know, because even if you don't do anything, they go, let's take him in. What are you going to do? Especially in North Korea, what are you going to do if they say, you know what, you're under arrest and you get 15 years? If we don't go in our country to get him out, he's doing 15 fucking years.
And what do you get when you bring back the sign? You go, that's from North Korea, and your buddies are like, all right. Some chick is like, can I blow you under the sign? Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Why would you?
Or those people that go hiking in the when we're in the Middle East, they're like, oh, we were just hiking, and then you're like, suddenly they're in the wrong area
How did this happen?
Yeah.
Why, I was suddenly in a cave.
Yeah,
with,
they're hiking with fucking Morse code equipment and fucking walkie-talkies and all kinds of electronics. I don't know how we ended up behind.
Somebody here says, Mike, Trump would not kick you out. Hang on, Mike. Mike, go ahead. You know Trump's
itinerary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump would not kick her out unless she's an illegal Muslim or if she's from another country trying to get over here.
You're right. He's very specific about his hate.
You know,
it's not scary at all.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mike.
Here's
love you. Hey, Rich, Bonnie, you guys are great. I love you.
Oh, thanks for calling.
You're sweet.
I'm not a Trump supporter by any means. One, because I think he's a narcissist.
I love you.
And, you know, he's done some pretty shady business deals that I've read. Right. I don't know if they're true. This is what I read. But deep down, I don't think he's a racist. What he's painting, I think it's...
No, it's just all on the surface. No. His racism doesn't go very deep, folks.
It's the deep ones you have to worry about.
I think they're painting him as some kind of like...
wolves in sheep clothing. We don't care about the wolves in wolf clothing. That one doesn't bother us.
Do you really think he hates black people or hates... No.
What world do you live in that somebody can't hate black people as a leader?
No, but how come this has never come out before he was running for president?
He never had so much airtime and he never ran for president.
Well, I'm going to just say one thing.
When he had 6 years... wait, hold on. I'll let you. 10 years of The Apprentice. You don't think one of those... people that were on the show would have said this guy's a racist? You don't think one... And there was a lot of African Americans...
Okay, can I just say this then? It doesn't matter to me if someone is racist or pretending to be racist. Those are equally disgusting things.
Look what he's provoking.
I pretend to be married.
You don't do a good job?
You don't like that one?
No, it was such a lame attempt at humor.
It got a half a laugh.
I'm pretending.
Oh, is that as bad as good?
What
as
if we
Taco
both found
Bell?
out that our marriage wasn't legal?
Oh, fuck.
Like, would we have
the party?
Stop acting like you don't want to be married to me. You would cry so hard if
I would cry?
left you. Yes.
I would cry.
Who cried last?
Oh, my God.
Who cried last in your relationship?
Well, I've never seen him cry, but if I left him. He did try to get me to leave once.
I did?
Yeah, I remember you were like, I'll give you $10,000 to get out right now.
Oh, yeah, I wrote that joke.
And I said no, and then his joke
No, I said 25,000, and you said no. I go, never make your final offer first. I should have started at like 7.
Oh, Dr. Jeff is going to tell us about Trump.
Well, okay.
Dr. Jeff,
how's it going?
Is he racist?
I think he is absolutely covertly racist. So I'm sure, are you familiar with the difference between overt and covert racism?
Yes, I think we all... Yes, of course. Overt racism is when you're like, hey, keep the colored guys out of here. And covert racism is like, I like him, but I don't think he's appropriate for what we're trying to do right now.
Totally, absolutely. And let's build a wall and all that bullshit.
I'm sorry, I didn't use Trump.
Wait, before we go on, let me just tell our guest, this is our doctor friend from Denver who is a third world type person.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to, of course, assume...
That is overt racism.
No, I'm giving
Dr. Jeff?
I'm giving you Dr. Jeff's background. Right. Okay.
I would say that's covert racism.
If you saw him on the street, you wouldn't think he...
Right, because he's like willing to have you on the show, but he wants to make sure everybody knows.
No, if you saw him on the street, you wouldn't think he was a therapist. You would think maybe, whatever.
Anesthesiologist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Right. Yes, you would. That's fair. I did just get back from India, to be fair.
Okay, so he's...
Right.
Oh,
he's not American Indian. He's not Native American.
Mm-hmm.
He's the other brown meat.
Yes, thank you. But he's one of our...
Do you think you and Trump can differentiate the same? Like, will you know...
What?
Will you know that he's Indian or some other kind of brown?
I would tell. I could tell he's Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump would call me Muslim and kick me out likely.
No, I could tell. I could tell. Onions.
So, going back to our narcissism, the highest occupation with the highest rates of narcissistic personality disorder
our president.
Is actually politics.
Mm-hmm.
By far.
Well,
and
good,
I think
Keith.
it makes intuitive sense.
Keith's a white man, everybody.
Put Billy. Billy doesn't think he's a racist either. Let's get Billy and Jeff to talk.
Oh, I guess.
Look at you guys bringing people together.
Billy.
It's actually Kelly, but yeah.
Our screener's
okay,
black.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Is that overt or covert?
I hate rape. I do not like Donald Trump. He is a megalomaniac. He is a douchebag.
Narcissist.
And I thought this for years, but I don't think he's a racist. I mean, I think he's trying to protect this country. And if you guys don't think racial profiling is a valid argument,
I do think it is.
Then it's time to fucking wake up.
No, I think racial profiling is because we profile every day. That's all we do. When we look at somebody, we
biologically, we're programmed to find people like ourselves.
When the FBI is catching, when the FBI is going after, a rapist,
this is
a
funny
serial
I'm
killer.
just only making jokes, and then Rich is only being serious. Like Rich will not break character, even to like laugh if somebody else says something funny. He's not going to stop. He'll just keep going.
No,
I will have serious conversation about this.
I'm talking, what, we going to do a little comedy show? I'm saying...
Yes, that's what we get paid to do. I hate to break it to you, but this is not, I'm sorry, we're not on CNN, okay?
Okay, all I'm saying is profiling is the way the FBI catches half their criminals from profiling. We profile every day when we're walking. I'm just throwing out a number. So, okay, I'm with you on that one, Long Island.
Maybe it is CNN.
Dr. Jeff, what do you say about profiling?
So I see both sides to profiling. On one side, let's say I went out and killed someone tonight. They're not going to be looking for a 6'4" white guy tomorrow morning. They're going to be looking for a 5'9" Indian guy. So to be fair, unfortunately...
Why is that a thing that Indian people...
They love murdering tonight.
5'9" Indian people go murdering?
No, that's what I am.
I don't think that's profiling.
You know what's so weird? I wanted to know your height, and now I know it.
Brown. They're not going to be looking for...
But guys, do you profile... Would you profile a 6'4" white guy who looks like a biker with tattoos and earrings and who looks like a real badass? Would you walk on the other side of the street if you saw him? Of course you would.
Leading the witness with a real badass part.
Well, can I just say this? I do profile Kelly, girl's name. I do profile. This is if I see a group of collegiate-looking white guys.
With Duke jackets?
Yes, I'm like rapists, and I will not. I won't be the only girl around. I'll get out. Yes,
that's valid because you've seen that happen.
No,
not really, but
I agree.
It feels right.
If you saw, yeah. 10 guys walking down the street with bald heads.
The Duke guys were exonerated, weren't they?
Yes,
right. Yeah, they're fine. Nothing happened. But anyway,
nothing happened yet. I
their
still
lives
feel
were
like
ruined.
It's still fun to put out there.
If there's a letter on their sweater, I'm out.
Their lives were ruined. But I agree too. If 10 bald-headed guys with leather coats and fucking
bald,
World War
why
II,
are they always bald? The Duke guys
skinheads.
You can't grab their hair.
Okay, coming at me with fucking army boots.
And they were saying, we are skinheads, we hate Jews. I'm sorry, but you're right. I would be wary.
Look, it's tough to be, and I'm a moderate person, but when you're in a room with the Lib Fest, which I am, as a moderate person, liberals paint anybody that doesn't agree with them as racist or homophobic.
You know what? You're such a misogynist.
Or anti. You're always anti something when you don't agree with a liberal.
Right. Or anti-intelligent, probably. Billy, I'm going to hang up on you just because there's too many things going on right now. I can't. Or Kelly, I'm sorry.
You're so very pretty. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
See, I don't see it.
All right. He's profiling me from my voice.
Yes, he just did.
Dr. Jeff, can you help Rich? Or is it...
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So again, going back to the example of me killing someone tonight.
Can I just say one thing?
He's being very clear.
I feel like this is something we should...
And we're just like, oh, go on.
Yes, you've brought it up twice now. Do you have some kind of feeling inside that you want to kill somebody?
No, I'm good right now, but thank you.
Right now?
I appreciate it.
But thank you.
At nights, it's easier.
Can we let the doctor talk?
Sorry.
Stop telling jokes.
I'm used to it. I'm used
sorry.
to it now, don't worry.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Jeff.
So if I commit a crime tonight, they're not going to be looking for Rich Voss's profile tomorrow.
But why wouldn't they? You're just saying that they would look for someone of color?
If they saw someone saw it.
It was a brown 5'8" guy. So that's the value of profiling.
When did you shrink it in?
Isn't it right?
He just took off his lifts.
And now if the guy's in underwear.
Yes.
So go ahead.
problem is when that profiling carries over into the rest of life.
That's so you don't see the difference? You just murdered someone.
Yeah,
but he's on your side. He's saying that he does not agree with profiling. He's saying
I'm agreeing with profiling to protect our, let's say, airplanes, to make travel safe. The problem with that is when that attitude gets transferred and someone who may or may not be or look Muslim doesn't get a job offer because of that subliminal thought that, this is probably a suicide bomber.
I feel like that's a natural thing to think, like, let's profile and stop people. But I just feel like it's kind of a fool's mission. It's like it won't really help anything. If they want to put a bomb on the plane, they'll figure it away. I mean, is that too dark?
Let's say I honestly bomb a plane tonight, right?
Yes. FBI guys are on their way to the studio right now. Thanks a lot, Keith.
Dr. Jeff.
Let's talk about something else.
No, but it's nice that you call us. Do you ever work?
I do. It's 5 o'clock. I'm done.
He's done. He finishes.
Oh, okay.
Unlike other professions,
do a lot of. I mean, I guess you can, but it's when it comes to therapy, it's mostly white people that go to therapy. You don't find people of color. Are
you asking a question? Or are you telling them?
I'm pretty much. It's my.
But you don't know anything about this topic.
Yes, I do. Because I have a lot of.
Is it only
friends.
Jews that get therapy?
Do you see a lot of?
There are a lot.
Do you see a lot of people of color in therapy?
It totally depends what setting you're in. In college counseling at a large university that does have diversity, I'd say a pretty equal combination of students come in. But overall, therapy has a white middle-class roots, unfortunately.
Yeah, see?
So it's white privilege.
The healthcare system is slowly changing.
Because you have money.
Reimbursement is a thing.
Keith O'Malley.
Great. So people are starting
God damn it.
Go.
Okay. I was going to take this guy's call. He hung up.
Who?
He said, why are white women calling white men racist?
In general.
I am tired of that.
Why?
What?
White women love calling white men racist. They love it.
It's a fun thing to do now is to come down on white men. And it's the only group you can come down on.
I see that. Loud and clear.
It's ridiculous. And white women are a bunch of fucking turncoats.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go on.
And not only that, they are sellouts, they're race traitors, and I don't like them. Okay?
Are you coming out?
Profiling.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
No, he's always hated women. It's a weird thing he has.
I don't hate him.
He's kind of attracted me.
He's homosocial.
No, I don't hate
He
women.
only likes to hang out with men.
I don't hate women that are in the industry that can help me. I don't hate them.
Oh, that's so nice.
No, but they hate you. So it is still off the table. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling, Dr. Jeff.
Dr.
You
Jeff,
always have a great insight.
Check out implicit attitude. Just Google implicit attitudes. Take a test. It's really interesting.
Okay.
Right.
Rich loves taking tests online.
Today I passed the history one.
Thanks, Dr. Jeff.
3% of the country on Facebook that passed the history test.
Oh, it's one of those? Like, what's the next number? Not only 1% can get it right.
No,
1, 2, 3, blank.
These were serious questions.
Oh, okay. All right.
About the Constitution and amendments and stuff like that.
What's your favorite amendment?
The First Amendment.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's the best, especially for an entertainment.
I like number 10. Nobody talks about it.
Nobody really does. What?
But anyway, let's talk about something else. The right to change your mind. That's what that is. No. Let's talk about you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I cut you off that
I'm
time.
done with the political stuff because I don't like any of them, to tell you the truth. I don't like any of them.
And you did get very political.
No, I just don't like
political
stuff.
No,
I didn't get political at all. I just think everybody keeps saying they're using they always look. I think Trump's an idiot, in my opinion, with a lot of things he's saying.
You used to hate Trump so much.
Have you heard me say anything nice about him? I call him a narcissist. He's I don't think he's the most legitimate businessman on the planet from what I've read. So I don't sit there and say positive things about him. But every time when you don't agree or something, I think he's just trying to get votes, and he's a salesman. Okay, so he's using what he can right now to look.
I know, but that's not what the president's supposed to do. I mean, you're really supposed to be telling the people what he's going to. To become president, you're supposed to say, "This is what I'm going to do." You're supposed to have some kind of moral compass.
You're right, but most of the people.
So if what you're saying is true, where he's just saying stuff to get the votes, that's a shitty thing to do.
Here's another thing. You don't think Obama, Clinton, Bush, they all have said things to get the votes and did not carry out what they said they were going to do.
That's fine, but you're saying he's not a racist. If you say blanket statements about one group, two groups, three groups, is that a factor in your racism?
If you break it down like that.
I mean,
you just what constitutes a racist if not that idea of going all Muslims?
No, look, if I sit there and say, if I said 70% of the crime in this country,
he's not saying that, so don't
is committed by 13% of the people. Does that make me racist when it's a fact? If he's saying, and I don't know every soundbite he says because I don't follow him, to tell you the truth.
If he's saying we should kick out all Muslims,
I guess we should.
I don't think he said kick out all Muslims. I think he said stop the influx of Muslims and illegals. I don't think he said. I think he said kick out.
He certainly didn't. We can meet in the middle. He certainly didn't say influx. He's saying do not let Muslims in.
Okay.
Yes, because they are terrorists.
Okay, at some point in life, do you think we should ever close our borders for maybe 6 months, a year?
His wives.
Do you think? What's that?
Don't close the borders to his wives.
Do you think we should ever close the borders?
Well, here's the thing. To me, it's not so crazy to say, how about a wall between us and Mexico? I don't think people know we have one. We have one.
Yes.
We have a fence. We have, motion detectors and all this.
No, I don't think we should close the borders. I think the reason why we have so many Mexicans in here working illegally is because we push them to come here because
they're working at
agriculture.
At the Trump spas and golf courses.
Why are we punishing them and not the people who are hiring them?
I believe if you're in this country already, you can't be kicked out, especially a family. You know, if you're maybe...
What if your toe is just over the border?
What's that? No, I'm saying no.
What if they cut the umbilical cord like on the other side?
Yeah. I don't believe Mexicans should be kicked out if they're already here and they're earning a living. They got
so
family.
Nice.
No, but
he's just saying not per se.
But you see, it's so easy to say when it's not affecting you.
No,
it's not affecting
it is
you.
Affecting me.
I
was not born in this country. Let people in.
Did you? Are you here legally?
Yes. But
okay, very good.
But do you think that like the people that he's trying to close off are not trying to come here legally? There's Muslims coming in. He's saying close them off, but there's like 2 years that they have to go through a lot of process. You don't just come here and then everyth's all right.
I know. I see it. Look, I saw what she had to go through to become legal.
I had to marry this guy. Stay where you are, folks.
Careful what you wish for.
What's
Who do you think we're keeping out?
What's that?
Who do you think we're keeping out that's not already here?
I don't think we're keeping anybody. I don't think we should kick anybody out. I think there should be tighter security.
What kind of security do we have now for immigrants?
What kind of security?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's easy to get into this country.
You don't know because Trump is just saying stop letting people in.
But that doesn't matter. That makes him a salesman. It doesn't make him. He's not saying I hate.
He is perpetuating racism. Could you say that?
What's that?
He is perpetuating racism.
And you don't think in any possible way Obama ever...
No, don't talk about other people. Is he perpetuating racism? Other people are also. Let's agree to that. Okay. Is he perpetuating...
If people take him,
no, not if people. Is he the one saying those things?
Yeah, but if you're taking it the wrong way, if you hear things the way you want to hear it.
What should a leader do?
Okay, here's what I'm saying. If you're a racist already and you're hearing things the way you want to hear it, if you're not a racist, you're hearing it the way.
Why are all racists following him? Because he's.
What do you think all racists are following? You don't think any racists are following?
A lot of them are doing Bernie. Yeah, a lot of the racists.
Yeah. Do me a favor and call in if you're a racist not voting for Trump. We'd love to hear from you.
No, I don't. Listen,
if you hate all the black people and are voting for Bernie, we'd love to hear from you.
And it's so funny, but when it comes to racists and racists, when you think racist, right? Mm-hmm. The first thing you pop in your head are white men or white people. You don't think there's black racists? You don't think there's black people that hate white people?
I think that's a silly argument, honestly. Yeah. Because they're not in power. You know, that's the whole point, is that it stops people from getting the same advantages as everybody else.
When you're walking down the street and you get slashed or punched in the face, you don't think that's racism? You don't think that affects
what? Getting punched in the face is racist?
When a group of black youths are running up, punching people in the face.
When did that happen to you?
Not to me. It's happened.
It just happens. It just happens, and black people are they're born and bred to punch people?
Yes, when they were
there was a game a while ago that he's talking about. That
they were people slashing people.
All right, let's talk about white people killing people. You don't think white people are lynching people?
How many CEOs?
In this country?
Yes, in this country.
No. They're not lynching people in this country.
They're putting them in jail. You don't know. How many people do you know smoke weed?
I don't hang with that.
How many of those guys are white?
Only Muslims.
I don't know who smokes weed. I don't hang with drug addicts. I'm sober.
Addicts?
I'm sober. That's a gateway drug, in my opinion.
No, alcohol is a gateway drug.
That is too.
But that's legal. So are we going by legalities?
No, I'm saying gateway's a gateway. No, you can say punch them. I believe they're both gateway drugs. Yeah, I just believe there's too much money right now involved with alcohol and surrounding that they won't make it illegal.
Is there something attractive about Donald Trump where you have Hillary, you have Cruz, everybody double talks, but not Trump? He says nothing at all.
He's roasting.
Isn't that beautiful?
He's been on a roast for 4 months. He's not campaigning. He's roasting. I'm not a Trump supporter. If anything,
he's entertaining and it's fun to watch, but then it gets a little scary when you're like, oh my God, he might be president.
Except for the extreme socialism, only because he's a Jew and we've never had a Jew president. I like to see that. Okay, so I would have liked Christie.
I've always said it doesn't matter who's president. The system is in place and it's just going to keep moving forward no matter what. It'll be interesting to see if that's actually true.
How are we misquoting Trump?
I don't care. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
We only got a few minutes on this. Yeah, because what do you want to talk about? Your book? You want to talk about your book?
Listen, guys, I wrote a book. I'm an author.
By the way, your book is A+, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, Rich. Rich was like, shut up about your fucking book.
Did you read it yet?
Yeah.
You did?
I got 2 more chapters.
You read the whole thing?
Wow,
I got 2 more chapters.
Are you in it enough for you to care?
I'm not in it at all.
You're not?
Oh,
because it's before.
It's pre. This next one is.
This is.
He won't say what 2 chapters though, in case she quizzes him.
I know, that's hilarious. I didn't read it in order.
Hey, you know what? Okay, we'll move on from the Trump shit and the politics.
Just because you know why everyone's talking about it. Everybody's already. There's never been a political discussion where somebody's been like, hey, you know what? They got a good point. And
no, I did. It just doesn't. Fucking ridiculous. I kind of like Christie. Like I said, I think he's more moderate than anybody.
Christie who?
Christie is at least moderate. He's not completely
moderate in what? His food intake?
No, no. You don't think he was a moderate?
Got him.
You don't think he was? You got to admit she got you, bro.
You don't think he was a moderate Republican?
He seemed moderate. Yeah. He seemed moderate compared to Trump, probably.
Am I talking about?
Yeah, Chris Christie. He wasn't far right like the rest
one that closed the bridge.
Oh, big deal. He closed the fucking bridge,
and a woman died. Okay.
No, she didn't. Who died?
Yeah,
Who died?
At least one person.
I didn't know one person died.
Was trying to get to the hospital, couldn't get to the hospital, and died.
No.
So you have to imagine it was more than one.
Hey, Lewis, see if anybody died. Where's Lewis? See,
he's not.
He's right there.
See if anybody died during the bridge closing, and no one's proven he that was him.
What?
It hasn't been proven yet.
It has been proven.
No, it hasn't.
You're right. We shouldn't talk about this.
It hasn't been proven.
Yes, it has. They saw the email.
No, one of his aides. That was one of his aides.
Oh, so he doesn't know what his aides do.
House of Cards? Don't you watch House of Cards?
Yeah, Trump's going to kill someone on the platform.
They never make a fucking direct order.
What does it mean? I didn't meet your intern yet. What does it mean when he points to me based on the point I just made and gives me a thumbs up? Does that mean I was dead on about this?
Dead on. He's on your side. He's actually our producer, and he's fantastic.
Someone died. Someone died,
and he just got raised to producer. This is fantastic.
These things are really.
You are right, but she was 91.
Okay.
She was 91?
So fuck her. I mean, nice leader.
How much time did she have left? You know what I'm saying? I mean...
Okay, we're going to move on because I want to ask you a question, but you don't think...
Save some people some money in the old folks' home. You know what I'm saying? So...
You don't think there's any skeletons in any of their closets?
Yeah, and old ladies.
Shit like that.
Is this how you close a topic off? You ask me that? I think they're
He's got to win. You don't understand. You can't... This is it for us now. I don't have to win.
I don't, because I'll
be having this conversation on the way home.
I'm not picking anybody, so I don't have to win.
I just sit there and I just take it because I
can't.
Hail
Trump.
I know. So really, you're going to compare him to Hitler?
Yes, I am.
No, oh really?
Yes, I am.
No, that is fucking minimizing.
Is it too early for a break, Lewis?
It's almost.
No, that's how Hitler started.
It is.
Oh, you know what? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's very unfair to compare the two. Hitler and Trump. Hitler didn't have Hitler to look back on. To know any
He didn't know better.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Look, the guy might be
First of
whatever
all,
you think,
also,
but
Hitler had a mangled penis.
no, it was I gave away a good joke to Andy Kindler about Hitler.
R.I.P.
Oh, really? Now you're going to say it on the radio?
Oh, no, not Andy Kindler, the comic.
Oh,
our neighbor.
Shush your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Shush
No, it's
your
all right.
mouth.
People give me jokes all the time. Here's the thing. Have you ever spoke out against Farrakhan?
No.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, my God. He got you. You got him earlier. He got you now.
Oh, it's fair.
Oh,
Never
God.
spoke out against
Okay, Rich.
I'm just asking.
Enough. Ask her something about herself.
So what's it feel like with your book out?
I got a question to ask you guys.
Oh, God.
I'm ready for this question.
How come?
Who are you voting for?
Maybe, and maybe there is. And maybe there is that we weren't. How come there's no East Coast or New York, a big podcast festival like they have in LA that we're never invited to again?
Well, first of all, just in case some people might not know, you guys are the beginnings of podcasts, right?
We're podcast darlings. We did.
You were the first.
We celebrated 11 years just the other day.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
And how did you get people to listen in the very beginning when people didn't know about?
Flyers.
And I think the East Coast also was behind a lot because people were listening to podcasts.
You know why?
Sort of because of the outdoors. You said that to me before.
No, because there was better radio on the East Coast than on the West Coast back then. There was no Sirius back then. People
they were going to go back to illegal immigrants.
And
a lot of them listen while they're doing their topiaries.
West Coast, they didn't have great radio, so people were listening to podcasts back then. Okay, you go.
No, that's great.
I gave an answer.
I'm glad we were here to help.
But what?
Shut the fuck up once in a while. Take a break.
I'm asking him a question.
You're not. You're just going. I don't know what you do before you get here, but you open up some kind of a pill capsule and you snort it.
No, I don't.
And then you fucking come in here and you're
30 years
raging.
Clean. Don't put that out there.
I like to know I don't. I totally do not do that.
Okay, go ahead with the.
Rich, you look happy. You normally don't look this happy. I'm very
I like
it's
you
that
I like
fucking.
when you guys come in.
I don't know what the OxyContin or whatever it is.
Now it's OxyContin. That would make you depressed, wouldn't it?
I don't know how those drugs work.
Why you sell them?
You want her back. You want her over with that.
I'm in love with you, and I'm racist now.
And she's voting Trump.
Hey, I might have married him, but I didn't go that far with either one of those things.
As I was saying, you guys are invited again this year to the West Coast Podcast Festival.
We're doing New York Podfest.
When is it? Oh,
May.
really?
We're up on May 21st. We're double, what do you call it?
Double billing with Judy Gold.
Yeah.
Wait, but who's running this festival in May?
I feel so awkward. I'd rather not get into it. It's not even fun.
Like, how come we're not invited to? We have a pretty fucking
You're on the
popular
board, are you not?
we have
choosing.
It's all politics.
Listen, we have a pretty popular
radio
fucking podcast.
show.
Actually, I'm glad you asked because they told us specifically about your show. They think you're racist.
I don't care. Then we'll carry that message. Someone's got to carry. We're going to have all fucking just Judy Golds and other fucking, beaver retrievers. What I'm saying is, how come, who else is in this festival? I don't even want to get into the California one.
Right.
Let's talk about New York. Who else is in New York?
Who else?
Judy Gold just started her podcast an hour ago.
Remember we said calm down? Because you're not even letting them answer. You just keep yelling.
I know how to let someone answer. You're not letting them answer by telling me I'm not letting them answer. Go ahead.
It's a new thing, so it's picking
What do
up.
you mean it's a new thing?
So it's picking up steam. We met Gilbert Gottfried on the last year's one.
Yeah, he's going to be on our show tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exciting. He's great.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything free that he could take.
Oh my God, this is the best. Okay.
We put out a table.
First of all, we know he's very open about how cheap he is. So it's like fun that we get to talk about it also. So we know we have to, treat him nice. And I went to 7-Eleven, but don't tell anyone it was 7-Eleven. But I made a little spread, I
cut the sandwiches in half
and put it on like a little platter looking thing. It looked good. And then we got little bottles of wine, cause we know he likes red wine, and then Coke. And like 4 bottles of Coke, 4 bottles of wine.
He's whatever he doesn't use, he'll take.
He eats everything, which is fine. That's the point. He has been. Then at the end of the show, he's just staring at this table. I'm like, it's for you. Take whatever you want.
He took the table.
He took the whole goddamn table. He took all the wines, which again is fine, but he took all. It's just funny. He took all the wines, all the Cokes, all the sandwiches that he didn't eat. And what's funny about it to me is it's not like on the ride home, I'm going to eat a sandwich and have a wine. He's a multi-millionaire, and he went home putting the wine on his shelf, the Coke in the fridge.
It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
Yeah. It is a sickness, yeah. He's such a cool, awesome person, and it's weird to talk like this about him,
I don't like
but...
him.
But he knows, he thinks it's funny. He goes on sets where he's not on the movie, and he's like, look at me, I stole an orange juice.
Yeah. Okay, but listen, let's get back to the real question.
Yes.
Who's in this May festival in New York? Name some of the podcasts that you guys hired.
So I think an easier question would be how did you guys get into the festival? What happened? How did it
happen last year?
They said, okay, so here's what we got an email saying, hey, we have 1 slot open. And it's between My Wife Hates Me and you guys.
I'm not going to lie. You guys are great, but I got to admit.
You've been around.
In L.A. 2 years ago, when we were there. 2 years ago, right? It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We pretty
3
much,
years ago even.
No, it was 2.
I think it was
longer than 2 years ago.
No, it wasn't 3, because we just started our it was, let's even say 3.
Oh, okay.
We were to talk to the festival.
That's as close as you're right I'm ever going to get.
Mm-hmm.
They were. Yeah. They're like, oh, them.
You're really, something's wrong with you today.
There's nothing wrong with me because I'm carrying the fucking show again.
You won't let anyone else do anything.
I asked a question. I'm waiting to know who's in the festival in May.
Okay, they don't want to answer that question.
Oh, okay. So
everybody sees the uncomfortableness that's happening.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
They're not uncomfortable. They do this 5 days a week. How can we make them uncomfortable?
Let's let them check their emails. We'll get back to this. We'll get to the bottom of it. Let's take a break right now.
No, we're not going to take a break yet.
Yeah, we're taking a break.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we're going to do our plugs, and we're going to take a break.
When do you guys plan? Why are you here?
We're doing this awesome
we want to see you smile.
We're doing this New York Pod Festival.
That only losers are not invited to.
Anybody. Yeah, go ahead. Who's going to be there?
Oh. I didn't know you could hear that. Sorry. Guys We Fucked is going to be there.
Right.
Robert Kelly's going to be there.
Really, Rich? Really?
I had something in my throat. I'm sorry.
Stop it. I'm done with you.
He was
I really am.
Hebrew.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not kidding.
I am kidding.
Well, it doesn't sound like you're kidding.
Go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
Judy Gold will be there. Keith and the Girl will be there.
Oh, I heard of them.
Lady Parts Justice Repro Madness?
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, that's
what's Creek in the Cave.
Yeah, what's
Peggy O'Leary. There's like a bunch of them.
Liz Winstead. Right?
Yes.
Didn't Liz Winstead start Lady Parts? Yeah.
Love them. Keep going.
Pretty much it.
Only four.
The conversation.
No, that's the name of another podcast. Pretty much it.
Oh yeah, great.
Black Men Can't Jump.
I was joking. Is it really the name of the podcast?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Who else?
It's like
the Dave Juskow podcast.
Dave Juskow.
Oh really? That's any different than going ugh? That's any fucking different?
I like Dave Juskow.
So do I. I talked to him for a while last time I saw him. Remember I told you I liked him?
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Go ahead.
The Flophouse.
What's the matter? You haven't had enough haterade today? What's going on?
I'm not hating. I'm smiling. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Where's Larry and Impractical Jokers
Remember you were
podcast?
Like, he's happy.
He does
It's because he's angry, and that's
I'm not
how
angry.
it goes.
I like Impractical. Go ahead.
He gets happy when he's outraged.
In the Conversation.
Who else?
WMFU's Dr. Game Show with Joe Firestone. WFMU's The Goddamn Dave Hill Show.
In all fairness, this is a delivery like no other. I don't know if it's this exciting.
Yeah, no, this is
so far
really selling it to the people.
This is going to be a fucking crazy wild podcast festival.
And what are the dates?
We're on May 21st. You can go to keithandthegirl.com/podfest.
Well, listen.
We have
wait, you guys have a website? How'd you get a website? Well, I don't understand why they have a website. Who made your website?
What the fuck? Are you trying to make fun of me again?
Yeah.
April 7th through 10th, I'll be at the Hartford Funny Bone. And the 14th through 17th of April, I'll be at the Syracuse Funny Bone. There you have it. We have Keith and the girl here, two of our favorite people. And we'll be right back. Bonnie's book is at Amazon.
I don't want to do my book. I want to do...
What?
I'm at the Stanhope House on April 20th in Stanhope, New Jersey.
Okay. Get our book on Amazon. You're better than me. Fuck off.
The second half is going to be better. Stay tuned.
My Wife Hates Me. We'll be right back.
You know Felicia Michaels? She just started painting very recently. It's amazing. And I started thinking, we should all, she goes, I didn't know, I never painted before. And it's like, we should all just start trying everything. You know what I mean? We don't know what we're good at.
Singing. Go ahead.
No, I already know that one. But maybe I should try the drums.
Can I hear this?
You sound good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. It looks like you're moving your arms more than I hear you, but I like it.
You're giving extra.
I'm sweating a little. It's a good workout for your arms, I bet.
Yeah.
Drummers always have nice arms.
Do you know who's singing this?
Yes.
Who?
Frankie Valli.
Listen to these voices.
Is it? Was it right? Oh.
No, you fucking idiot.
Oh my God. I was like, did I get that right?
Not even the right color. It's my favorite group.
Oh, the Cumberbuns?
I wish you were
bow
hanging
ties.
from one.
The Strutters? The goatees.
The Muslims.
It's the something, right? Is it the something?
Yeah. Can't live without
The Trumpsters.
Temptations, folks. Little Temptations.
Yeah.
Little Temptations. And I'll be April 7th through 10th at the Hartford Funny Bone, the 14th through 17th, the Syracuse Funny Bone. What do you guys want to plug real quick? And then we'll get...
KeithandTheGirl.com/weekend. Keith is doing another new special, and we're also doing the next
when are you
night.
doing it? It's
April 15th, I do once a year on my birthday.
Yes, it's an amazing thing that you do.
Thank you.
Because you only do stand-up once a year.
Yeah, I love doing it. I don't have the passion or the time with the podcast to do it as much as, let's say, you guys do. But I do take it seriously. And
You do
I have a
take
lot
it
of fun.
seriously. And then... Go ahead, Rich.
I'm sorry?
She was complimenting me. Go ahead, Bonnie.
I opened for you last year,
Yes.
and I really thought it was going to be a bit of a train wreck because nobody does stand up once a year.
Right.
That's just not how you do it. It's hard to do. And you were great.
Thank
and
you.
your material is so sharp. I don't know how you do it.
I do practice it in my house. I do talk to the couch. No joke. I turn on the TV a little bit in case that's people at the bar being loud. Yeah.
You have somebody throw stuff at you just in case that might happen.
Were you
He buys a drink from his wife because there's a drink minimum.
Were you a comic before you got into podcasting?
I did stand up every weekend for a year, and by that time I was dating Hemda, and she said, "Let's make an album already."
I was like,
You have
next
enough
level.
stuff, yeah.
Let's go.
You made an album after a year?
Yeah.
How
Okay,
good-
wait. So you guys met, started dating, then started doing the podcast? Or you met, did the podcast, then started dating?
Met, dated, podcast, broke up.
Right.
Yeah, we met
And then
at an
married
open
other
mic.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
This next did you marry the next person you started dating?
I was on dates, but yet the next serious person, and time went by.
Oh, isn't that always the way?
so your podcast goes, did you start off
You got
at
him
5?
ready. Sorry.
Did you? No, I'm sorry, I stepped on you that time. Sorry, my bad. Did you
You know
guys
what?
start
I
off
like you guys better fighting. It does
know.
feel weird.
We're like the cartoon. No, after you.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, my bad. Did you guys start off at 5 days a week? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Half hour every day, and then we went to an hour
I think
in
2
2 months or so.
2 to 4 weeks, I think.
Maybe.
And I don't remember.
Can I ask how the conversation started to do the podcast? How did you guys get, like, nobody did podcasts. I don't know how you came up with this idea.
We didn't know about podcasting, but we do have a couple of nerds for a couple of brothers. So my older brother knew about podcasting, and he knew how funny Keith was. And so he said, hey, how about Keith starts? Because Keith had an unofficial blog, and they did see him do stand-up. And so they said, why doesn't he do it? And then his brother separately also told him about podcasting because he's also very tech savvy. And so Keith asked me to do it. I said no, because I wasn't in comedy, and also he was very open about
What were you doing
life.
at that time?
I was singing.
Okay.
Temptations
I didn't
only.
know.
You were singing?
I was singing.
She's an amazing singer.
Really?
I think
Opera?
I do kind of have, no, God, no. Like, one kind of regret is that I wish I knew a way to promote her singing more. I would like to see her do more of it, but it's amazing.
Get out, really?
Maybe once a year on your birthday. You could have a thing.
So, if your podcast has been going 11 years, and you're one of do you know when the first podcast really started? Like, who started it? The whole podcasting
I
thing?
thought it was you guys. This whole time I've been telling everyone, you guys started podcasting. You
Let's
didn't?
just go with that.
Is that true?
We've heard some podcasts before us to give us the idea. They were god awful, and honestly, because they were so bad, I'm like, I think we can do this. I think it'd be fun. We took it seriously, but at the same time, didn't think it'd be what it is now.
It's called Keith and the Girl because I wanted to remain anonymous because I thought his jokes were like way too over the top. They're just fucked up.
Did anybody else around your era 11 years ago that did it go on to become big podcasts like you guys too from back then? I mean, how,
No.
Nobody.
There were, a lot of the podcasts were tech podcasts because they were only tech.
Only people knew how to get them.
Yeah. So they were very, like, This Week in Tech was huge at the time, but you're not going to know This Week in Tech, even though they might still be going on, but they're not in comedy.
What's the biggest podcast? Like, there's got to be podcasts way bigger than Maron and Rogan out there, like some kind of NPR
So those
podcast.
are the biggest comedy podcasts.
Yeah, those are the biggest.
My older brother, started podcasting after me, but he does business podcasts. It's called Mixergy. So he is big in his community. So it's funny because now we're also considered entrepreneurs because, we turn this into like a money-making situation. So people will contact me about being an entrepreneur for their podcast, and they will say, hey, we've had Andrew from Mixergy on, not knowing that that's my brother. So he's big in his community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you guys started, so you guys get together, you say, we're going to start, you go buy the equipment, you have your nerdy brothers help you set this up.
No, they don't know anything about sound.
How did you guys know how to do it? And then how did you get listeners?
We guessed when it came to the sound. We're guessing at a microphone, a mixer.
It wasn't the first time we were on mics, but you go to like Sam Ash and you go to Radio Shack and you sound like an idiot, and then you go home with something and you plug it in.
Well, we got a board that we could put 6 mics into. Someone gave us, and we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. What if you put the mics into it?
We've never tried that.
We never had that many guests in our house.
He doesn't just play around with it. So then he'll just, when in the middle of a podcast, be like, we should do this. We did a test on the last podcast to see if we could get the phone, do phone calls.
So we'll see.
We don't know if it works because here's the thing with us, and I want to get back to you guys because I don't want to completely, but
talk to your husband.
He won't let me learn anything.
I don't stop. You can go on your own and learn.
Can I?
Go do what you got to do.
Okay, then I will because
then you go learn.
Because he opens up the computer, he pulls out a piece of paper, and he follows the 8 things that he has to do. We've over 200 podcasts, and he still follows this
of habit.
When the paper gets so, it's like it could rip so easily from where you folded it. It's like that. It's like this 100-year-old paper with the steps on how to get the podcast started. And every time he's like, oh, Jesus, why isn't it working? And he's like forgotten step 7 or something. And then he will not adjust the volume on my mic. He just goes like this. He won't let me see what's going on the board.
The computer's facing me.
Yes.
And he has one of those bank screens.
And then he says, so it tells you how it's moving.
Right.
And I'll be like, hello. And he'll be like, you need to go louder. And I'm like, everyone else adjusts a knob.
No, because no one
but not
sits there and
Rich.
talks.
Rich makes me yell into a mic.
No one's Mrs. Alternative. Hello.
Hi, this is Bonnie McFarlane. We're doing My Wife Hates Me from my kitchen table.
It's
a dining room table. It's a dining room.
Are you guys on anybody's network, or you're your own?
Okay, so let's go back a bit, because I really do want to know the history. I just asked him a great question. I know, it is great, and it's going to come a little bit later, because we're going to do this in a linear fashion.
And then why don't you ask them about their when they went on tour with the van and stuff?
And then we'll get there. Yeah, good. Think of those, write them down, make a notation if you have to, and when we get there, you jump in with that.
How did that tour go?
It went very well.
It was amazing.
All right, go ahead.
Not yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
See if we stick to our story by the time we get there.
So you guys get the stuff from Radio Shack or whatever. You start your podcast day one.
You sure
Who's
it wasn't
listening?
The Wiz?
We weren't sure who was going to listen. We were just going to do it right. We were just going to do it as best as we could, and then just hope for the best.
There was a website at the time called Podcast Alley, and if you knew about podcasting, you went there. So we went there to
promote it.
A Podcast Alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not around anymore.
But right away, you were doing it 5 days a week.
Yes.
You both quit your jobs?
Later, we quit our jobs. When we knew we want to make money doing this, it's going to take a lot of time. We will not be able to do the same job we had. Yeah, we had to quit the job, and that was very scary.
So at what point, what was the turning point for you where you were like, oh my God, we could do this. This could make us money. You started getting ads or something?
Oh, boy. Oh, go ahead. No,
I don't know. I'm interested in this.
You think you're a fucking interviewer.
969. What is the number? 866-969-1969. Call in. Let Lewis know if I'm doing a good job.
You really think you're a radio host? Hey, and so...
So what was the turning point for you when you decided, let's do this?
Thank you for
Not the
asking.
Relationship, but the podcast.
I think when our lives were just in turmoil, we just...
How was that bus tour? Sorry.
How come after you ask a question, you move your glasses like you're fucking...
One of the things I was wondering about, I was thinking about this from home last night, knowing I was going to interview you today. You like when they do that? They always do that.
An ugly Rachel Maddow.
An ugly Rachel Maddow. Thank you, Rich.
Go ahead.
866-969-1969 if you want to comment on my looks. Okay, so you're still dating at this point.
Yeah.
A year in. What's going on with the podcast?
You already got to that.
I didn't know what happened.
You're
missed
at
it.
the listenership part of the interview. How did you get listeners?
What? They're a year in. They've got some listeners, am I right?
From Hurricane Alley or whatever alley it was, or Podcast Alley. Okay, and that...
I'm already rattled. I thought they invented the podcast.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Podcast Alley's gone. Their brothers and sisters and all the tech people left them behind. They go, let's get some fucking shirts made. Okay. And
he comes up with the genius idea to do stand-up once a year.
Once a year.
He has a promotion.
If you can't sell out, if you're only doing it once a year, you got 360-something days to promote that one fucking show. Thank God he doesn't do it during the winter, because he'd have to get snowed out.
In 2017, I'll be doing my birthday show.
Hey, you know what? Don't forget tax day is also birthday day.
That's right.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know you knew
April
that.
15. You know why you didn't know that? Because you never pay the fucking taxes. I do.
No, I pay them. I do
all the work.
Oh, this Daniel from El Paso. Bonnie is doing great. Okay, hang on. Go ahead, Daniel. Just short and sweet, but nice.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to get on air, but yeah, you're doing fucking awesome. Bonnie fucking kicking ass and shit.
Thank you so much, Daniel. You find this interesting, this interview, right?
Yeah. I'm not even fucking driving right now. I'm just chilling, listening and shit, so.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Daniel.
When did you sneak into El Paso?
When did I sneak into El Paso? About 18 years ago, bro.
Okay. I haven't been to El Paso.
Taking all the white man's jobs and shit.
Good for you.
Let him have it, Daniel. Not your real name. Okay. No, thank you for calling. Sorry.
This guy wants to talk about your looks in Alabama.
Dick. Okay. I'm going to get back to that interview.
Sure.
1 second here.
We'll be here.
Steve from Alabama.
Hey, Bonnie, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I just want to say you're a very, very hot comedian.
Thank you.
And I got a black man's dick and a white man's tongue, and I will beat the fuck out of that old fucker you're with.
I guarantee that won't happen, bitch.
I don't.
Nice.
You like that?
I'm Team Voss.
I'll knock you the fuck out, punk motherfucker.
I just want to know, like,
I want you to. I want your wife. Your wife is hot.
Good. And you know, if you want somebody that knows how to speak, well, no, obviously not that. What you want?
Why would you? Why would you? Have you been reading my journals? Okay, thanks, Steve.
No, I want to talk to Steve for a second.
God, I want to get on.
What part of Alabama? I've been to Dothan.
This was the closest to my real job that I felt like I've ever wanted to have.
I was at the Larry. I think it's the Larry Mann Fishing Museum in Dothan, Alabama.
All bullshit talking aside, I can't wait till you come back down here, Rich. But bring your wife with you. I think she's a little funnier than you are.
I think so too.
And I would pay like triple to see both of you.
Well, you should, you country
Well,
ass.
that's dumb.
He's like, oh,
you should only pay double.
He's like, all bullshit aside, I do want to fuck your wife.
I know, that's what
Let me just throw that out there.
I was like, I don't think it's off the table, Steve. Rich,
Bonnie, I will put you on a table.
Yes.
Oh. Wow, Bonnie. A table.
You ever been on a table, Bonnie? Truth to tell?
Rich has never been able to get me up on one. But
she knows how to set one.
If he would take his Geritol like he's supposed to, he could put you up.
How old are you?
How old am I?
No, I'm talking to a fucking teeth. Yeah, you stupid.
I'm 38, dumbass.
Why am I dumb? Because what do you do for a living?
I own my own business.
What is it?
This is how he interviews.
Okay,
you watch the difference.
Hey, what do you do?
I own a couple of trucks.
18-wheelers?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. You own 18-wheelers.
Well, yeah.
How many?
I got about 12.
No fucking way. I'll marry you.
You got to get up on the table, Rich.
I got 12 18-wheelers?
Yeah.
And you say you have a white man's tongue. Okay.
Well, I'm a white man.
I don't know what it means.
I'm a white man with a black man's dick.
But, you're white.
Oh, so your dick doesn't work.
But your dick has some disease or something?
No, my dick is big black man's. Come on, we all know black man's dick.
We all know. Do you know?
Do what?
How tall are you?
How tall am I? 6'2".
Oh, he's probably...
Maybe he does. Maybe he does, folks.
But a lot of those big guys, you know...
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I'm 6'2". Let's put it that way. And you're right.
Can I ask why the people who don't suck dicks are the ones commenting about how big people's penises are?
I didn't comment.
I think I'm the only dick sucker in here.
I am.
You suck dick?
I asked you to stop doing gay jokes, didn't I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just did it for you.
Why would you do something for me that I asked you not to do?
Because it's romantic how he did it on your first date, and he thought he'd bring it back.
Thank you. Bye, Steve.
Thanks,
okay.
Steve.
Now that we know that Bonnie's hot.
Okay, thank you for calling in with those.
So do I have to buy a table? Maybe I can get that one from Gilbert.
I thought, because you know what the thing is? You're always wanting me to have sex with someone while you watch.
Yeah, but not
I thought you were going to be into that.
The person, not some 6'2".
Well, he could send you his. What if you liked his photo?
No, he's 6'2". He's too big. He can manhandle me if I don't like how it's going.
Well, like, what do you? I don't understand. I always imagine you like in a closet, sort of peeking out. I don't imagine you like.
No, I'm in a chair.
And now your hand goes here. Like
yes, I'm the director.
Describe the right person for your wife.
My double. Exactly me, almost.
Oh,
but like a little less working out.
That is so.
Oh, you think I work out?
perverted
Thank you.
That I would have to fuck someone exactly like you. Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on, go on with your 12 questions.
So.
Can you imagine Barbara Walters just, take a break every so often? You disgusting ball-bagged. Anyway, we're back.
When you get older, does your ball sack just become one thing? Because I feel like he's got no indentation anymore.
Who, me?
Some people don't have a good solid divider.
I have a good balls.
I'm very proud of my divider.
Last time I really looked at it, it seemed like it got just one, like a uniball.
You know what? I used to have a nice sack, and my sack is shrinking.
I don't think that happens.
It went from a sack to...
I think your balls get longer.
No.
As you get older.
Now it seems like a lot tighter.
866-969-1969.
How are your balls?
Tell us about what happens to balls.
Isn't it more convenient if they shrink?
I don't know. I don't care about that shit anymore.
No?
Back when I was a kid, I was all the size of my balls, the size of my balls. But I'm sorry, now my life's about family and security.
Yes. Oh, so how did you get listeners? So, after you got that many listeners, how did you get more listeners?
So you're doing it 5 days a week. Now you guys break up. Did you fear that the podcast was going to...
No, the podcast kept us together longer. We should have broken up a lot more. But, like, if you're making each other laugh 5 days a week, you think your relationship is going okay.
I hear you.
That's why you don't laugh at him, right? You don't want to break up.
I know, yeah.
Let's talk about, we get that. We get the whole podcast thing.
Uh-huh.
You did a tour.
I'm glad I cleared it up.
Thank you. And you guys are fucking on fire. But you did this tour because you weren't
But
here
I
last
wanted to know when you quit your jobs.
It was about a year in. I don't really remember.
7th.
A year in.
It was
We've been doing this for I don't know how long. We make nothing.
Yeah,
we make
because
no
you
money.
burnt
Look at
all
his
of
shirt. It's embarrassing.
It's fucking. This is Nike. This costs $40-something.
He won't let anything roll off his back. This
Okay.
guy.
Yeah. And you won't let anything land on yours. What I'm saying is, okay, last time you were
It
here,
won't make it.
you were, what's that?
It won't make it. You're ejaculate.
Skeet, skeet.
If I'm standing on top of you, when you were here promoting your
It would
tour,
evaporate before.
She's saying you have a weak load.
Okay.
Well, it's the balls. You don't care
yes.
anymore.
no, the
It
load
doesn't
is
matter.
weak because
Sorry, 1 second here. Donald, go ahead.
Is it Trump?
Hello?
Yes, Donald from Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, no, look who's on the line.
I was calling about the balls attack.
What is it? What is it about the balls?
You know how your balls are hanging?
Yep.
And they shrivel up and get tight?
Mm-hmm.
If you wear boxer shorts, they won't shrivel up. They won't shrivel up.
No shrivel.
They'll hang. They'll hang for you.
What about a boxer brief?
These regular boxers are the best thing to wear. And then your balls will start hanging again.
What kind of authority does this guy have? You'll interview anybody but us.
He's a ball.
Tell us, how did you get listeners for your balls?
Now, when did you first notice? When was the big moment for you? All right, thanks, Donald.
Go look at this. This is our.
I'm sorry. This is our real therapist.
This is our real
Jenny.
therapist.
Hello.
All right.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
We're having a rough show.
I don't think it's rough.
So good. It's such a great show. I'm calling because there must be something seriously wrong. And here's what I think. Your podcast is so good. It's so great. And I'm very interested in Keith and the girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, psychologically?
And I want to get into it. But why aren't you guys at podcast festivals?
Here we go.
Because they have a bad attitude.
Jenny is a therapist, and yet she doesn't seem to realize saying that is going to set Rich off. How could you not know that, Jenny?
It's to get you set up for another appointment.
Oh, no. I see.
Yeah, no.
I see. You never want us to be fixed. Isn't that right, Jenny?
No, here's the problem. We did one in L.A. like 3 years ago, and they were doing a comedy show also that the Saturday night, and it was all the LA podcast comics, all the hipster comics. And I went to one of the guys, how the fuck could you not have a New York comic on this comedy show, which would be me or Bonnie?
Oh, and Bonnie, I'm so sorry.
No,
they picked me.
No, they put us both. No, I said, how could you have all the same?
He has no sense of humor. Jenny, tell him, have a sense of humor.
No, I'm telling her the story.
Humor, Rick.
Thank you.
She just called you Rick. Our therapist doesn't know your name.
She's after hours. Right. She's drunk.
She knows faces.
Okay. But anyhow, maybe because I kind of like nudged my way onto the stand-up show that night for Bonnie and myself.
Right.
And went well. I mean, we don't, you've seen us both.
We saw it. It went well.
We saw it went very well.
I was a little drunk.
I don't know. And the ones in New York, I don't know. I mean, they're not as big as the LA Comedy Podcast Festival, the one in New York. So, I mean, they're using, but we were a little hurt that we weren't invited back to LA. We're not going to lie. We were a little hurt.
They alternate over there. So they're not always inviting the same people.
And do you think maybe you didn't show interest to be back?
Well, what should you send him flowers?
I had fun. I'd like to do it again sometime. See ya.
I saw he made a documentary,
right?
And we got edited out. I think he told me, and we drove into New York to film, and we said how much fun we had during the podcast festival to him, and he's the friend. The guy that runs this festival, I'm pretty sure is...
Let me ask you that. You wrote for the Oscars this year, right?
Yes.
Can I ask you why we didn't write for the Oscars?
It is odd.
I don't understand.
I love these movies.
I know about the statue.
You probably watched more Oscar movies than Rich did.
I have a movie pass. Name any movie, Rich.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this.
Do you think we need to send humor? He doesn't even know you guys are being fucking with him.
I know what they're doing. I'm not. They're saying, why aren't we in the festival? And they are. They're comparing. I'm comparing our careers to theirs. I'm not comparing. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in it.
Rich, do you think we should send them flowers to the Oscars?
Yes.
Listen,
Jenny, can I ask our therapist a question? Is Rich losing his mind? Is he? I wonder this every day because it is harder and harder to make him laugh.
No, I've heard it.
Oh, Rich.
No, I laugh a lot. We laughed the other day.
I wrote it down.
There's a solid half minute. Are they good? Do they try when they're in Jenny, when they're in therapy? Do they try or do they just argue like
we
fake
don't
arguing?
actually. This is it. She calls the show.
Oh really? Okay.
But I play golf with Jenny, and our caddy, Jenny's caddy, is good friends with the guy that runs the podcast festival in L.A.
You're kidding me.
That's who his friend is. That's
oh,
who I'm
wow.
pretty. Yeah, that's who his friend is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe not.
Okay. All right.
It might no.
Okay.
I think it might be him.
Just go with it now because no one's going to find out.
Oh, right. No, Jenny will ask. Jenny will ask.
I will definitely ask.
I think that's the guy that runs the podcast. What's the guy's name that runs the podcast festival?
There's a few of them.
No, but you're allowed to say his name. There's nothing wrong.
Chris and Graham.
Yeah.
Graham Elwood.
Graham.
Chris Mancini.
No, Graham is the guy that hired, who's that was doing the movie, right?
Yeah.
I think that's his friend. I think that's the caddy's friend, Graham.
I feel weird though because we saw like a first cut of that movie and we're in it in a big fucking way. This is so awkward. Yeah,
God, I wish we would have got you in our movie.
Yeah.
Here, Rich, don't, because he'll come back harder. He's he doesn't know any boundaries. Jenny, guess who came and saw me on Saturday?
Who?
Lori Weiner.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she brought a friend. We hung out. It was very fun. So thank you for introducing me to new people.
Of course. No, I just love you both, and the podcast is so great.
Well, now
I just think more people should hear it. I don't know how you do that. I mean, there must be podcasts.
I don't know how you get it, folks. I wish I could tell you where to go.
Oh, you're talking about our podcast from home, or this? You're talking about the one from home?
From home.
Yeah, new one's going up tomorrow. That's pretty good. The one we did yesterday.
It's always good.
Why don't you tell people how they can get it?
Rich going.
What's that?
I'm sorry if I got Rich going.
No,
I love you both.
I was thinking about you the other day. I'm going to San Francisco this week, up to that area, and I'm going to play. I'm doing a 12-step convention, but I'm going to play Half Moon Bay, which is beautiful.
Sometimes it feels like this could be a conversation you would have off the radio, but that's how we do it.
It's like a living room conversation.
Yes,
I'm going to let you guys go. Have a
Thank you,
Jenny. Thanks for calling. We love you.
Okay.
Do you still go to meetings?
Yeah. I went to
tell people how to, if they want to go to My Wife Hates Me, the podcast.
You can listen and subscribe. The podcast is on iTunes. You just look up My Wife Hates Me.
Or on Riotcast.com.
Oh my God, you're so good at this. No wonder. I bet we're going to get an ad right after that.
Not bad.
Well, you know why we're not allowed to do ads on we used to get ads on our podcast, but I would ad lib.
And fuck them up.
A little bit, and then I would get in a lot of trouble.
Right.
They'd rip them up. I mean, you can't say Hitler if you're doing somebody's ad.
Right.
You know, you can't say AIDS in the middle of somebody's ad. I didn't know that. I just thought it was being funny.
She did I'm not going to say who, but after she did the ad, she goes, "Who writes this copy?"
Oh, no.
You know, who writes?
No.
We got fired. They fired the whole network because of her. Who writes this copy? We were supposed to get free flowers.
I would say they took our flowers back. I would say
you could have sent it to Podfest LA.
I know it was during the.
This is why you're not getting hired at Podfest.
No, here's the thing. Her caddy is good friends with Graham.
So we got that from that conversation that you had with her.
Oh,
it's nice to recap.
Do you want to say it again?
I'm a big fan of Graham.
There you go.
Can we please focus on our guests?
Go ahead.
without any kind of weird
why don't you ask me
career
about your
jealousy
tour?
going on.
I'm not jealous in any way. You brought it up today at the house. I never even looked into it. I got the same email and deleted it before I even read it. You called me into the living room and goes, oh, don't say anything. Let me go.
No, because I know if I don't say anything, you'll just keep you. Dead air is so scary to you. You'll just go.
No, it's not. Listen to me. I was fucking at home minding my own business, and I get
minding my own business,
and I hear from the living room again. We're not invited to the LA podcast.
So what?
Festival.
I didn't fucking bring it on the air. I didn't start hammering our guests.
I didn't hammer them.
Why are you guys going? And why aren't we going? You guys who have nothing to do with the putting people on the podcast festival. Answer us!
I didn't say why are they going and we're not going. I said they deserve. They should go.
No, you didn't say that.
Yes,
you never one time. Did he ever use the word deserve?
In the beginning I said that.
I'm sorry, guys.
I just want to say how cute you guys look when you fight. I hate that I feel that way, but you look so bright when you're just like hating on her, and
you've got a glow. It's like you're backlit. You're beautiful.
This is the kind of glow you'll see April 7th through 10th at the Hartford Funny Bone.
He's good at plugs.
April 14th through 17th at the Syracuse Funny Bone, where I'll be. I haven't worked Funny Bones in a while. But
when you plug, do you know you do this? You do a little thing like this.
I touch myself?
You're like,
well, that's because I'm patting myself on the chest. Yeah, I think you should have wrote for the Oscars, you two.
Well, next time. Keep us in mind.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're right here.
I wonder who's going to host them next year.
I just saw that Zootopia. I can talk about that.
Yeah, Zootopia.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw that.
What's it? There's kids. It's a kids movie, so you have kids.
Is it?
It's smart for adults.
I did see adults there without kids.
Oh, did you?
I always find that a little strange. I'm like, have you seen every adult movie already? That's what I always think when I see him there.
I had three kids behind me making a whole bunch of noise, and no adult is stopping them.
Right.
And
Richard?
I believed, but the whole theater was dark, you know.
Iranian.
So I yell back. I go, "Hey, cool it." They were kicking my wife's chair, and I go, "Stop kicking the chair." And they're like, "I'm not kicking." And then at one point during the movie, I stood up and just turned around and stared down at them, and then they stopped. Then the movie's over. These three kids leave.
How old are the kids? About
6.
Okay. Oh.
And 2 parents followed behind them. Their parents allowed me at least 3 times. One of them, I stood up like I'm going to beat the shit out of them. They're like, okay, go ahead. Somebody has to discipline our kids.
Right.
That's a good story.
To the end.
No, I mean, it is weird. Like on the plane that happens, you know, where parents just don't parent. They just give up.
Yeah, but you would let Keith stand up and
tell your kid, hey, shut up.
Maybe they were into the movie and they weren't paying attention, okay? You said it was a good movie.
But it might not have been that. Maybe it is possible that they weren't the parents. It is possible that they have abducted the kids. They don't have any experience with children. No, they could have been the neighbors or one of their kids. It was one of their kids. Like, I do feel weird sometimes when I'm out with my daughter's friends.
Right.
Are you okay, Rich?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to shut up.
On the talk show or in general?
Maybe they were just following the kids out. That's, you know, when you leave a theater, you
can tell.
The
you
kids,
can tell.
Yeah, they're not going to be at the theater by themselves.
You just say you see adults at the theater all the time without kids. You just
yes, I see adults at the theater all the time without kids. But guess what? I don't see 6-year-olds by themselves at the theater. Goodbye.
Maybe their parents dropped them off and they're picking them up.
Yeah, 6-year-olds, not 6-year-olds. You fucking
How do you
idiot.
think they could have been 8 or 9? You think you're good? He knows exactly how.
Kids. He's got kids.
He doesn't know ages. He can't look at a kid. He's not a fucking kid profile.
Bring up some bring up some pictures of kids.
You think
he knows his ages?
6, you're going to agree with him to disagree with me. That's what you're doing.
I'm not. You know what I'm doing? I'm going with the most logical thing. Okay.
How did this happen? What the fuck is going on?
What? This is exactly what our first date was like.
I see.
About children's ages.
I've seen a lot of the movies.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you like? What do you call it?
I'm going to need more.
What's that?
Just a little more. I'm going to need more.
Joe from New York has something to say. Go ahead, Joe.
Those are my kids you were yelling at, you motherfucker.
All right, so we go ahead, Joe. Let him have it.
You know, you could have at least smacked them a little bit, I would add.
Right.
you and took everything from me.
All right, thanks for calling.
No, that's Joe. You just hung up on him.
I don't give a shit.
He did okay.
People who listen to this show, they're crazy already. They don't know what's right and wrong.
We have a big fan, that guy from the Bronx. Remember him?
Congrats. Congrats, guys.
Good story, bro.
It's not great when you recognize every caller. You're like, I don't even have to look at the board. I'm like, Carl, is this you?
We have a guy in North Carolina, big fan.
All right, good.
You know what? I think my favorite this year so far was the Catholic priest one with Michael Keaton.
The Spotlight.
I think that's so far my favorite. The Money one was good. I forget the title.
What was your favorite? Big Short was great.
Big Short was good. I enjoyed the movie Joy. I didn't know what it'd be about at all, and that was, a
biography of a mop.
But I didn't know that.
Are white people running out of stories?
I love mops. I love them.
Every day I go in my broom closet, I say, wow, who invented this thing? I gotta know.
We don't have a broom closet.
Richard, you know what you're like?
What?
You're like a piano being thrown into the room every time you talk, just clunk, taking any kind of lightness and joy out.
Who throws a piano? You know what? I thought Creed was overrated.
I hear you.
I didn't like it. But Southpaw was great. I like Southpaw.
I didn't like it.
You're wrong on that one.
You didn't like Southpaw?
No.
I love Gyllenhaal. He was ripped.
Yeah, that is sexy, but to me, the story.
But wait a second. I know, but do you have daughters or something?
I have no children, and my last name's Malley.
He has no kids. You just said
I thought you have kids.
He has
I'm
a
one
dog.
of these adult weirdos.
Okay, so
that's seen every movie. I have a movie pass.
See, you're fucking.
Oh my God, I've been insulting.
I didn't think he had kids. I knew that he didn't have kids. But see,
did you see every other adult movie?
Yes, I see everything.
Oh, okay,
he literally does.
Okay, so I was right. That wasn't.
I thought Southpaw. Now I got to ask you another question.
Okay.
If you have a kid, it was very sad. There was parts that you would tear up.
I found it so simple.
Yeah, it was simple story. So was Creed.
And it felt like they were just doing stuff story-wise to make you feel like,
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, also, I'm not a fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a vegetable?
It did make me cry, though.
I had a little tears. But I was on a plane, so you're a little more emotional on a plane.
I get
don't
that
know
way,
why.
too.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You get more emotional.
so easily cry at movies on airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I just downloaded
because you're in the middle seat. That's why.
I downloaded the one where...
So smart.
Do you fly first class?
No. Only to LA Podfest.
but they just comp us, you know.
Well, I just downloaded the one, the mess... No, the
we
one
don't
with
get paid a lot, but we do get that first class flight. And
who plays his,
suite?
Who plays himself twice in this movie I downloaded yesterday?
Oh, that's Legend.
Is that any good?
I didn't see that. It looks
Tom
good.
Hardy.
Yeah, I just downloaded that for my plane flight to San Fran Thursday. What else?
By the way, this is a lot of people don't realize we're doing.
We're naming every movie.
Talk. We're doing movie talk.
What has Rich seen? Yesterday on our other podcast we played. Has it started yet? That was we're
TV
trying to
shows.
Figure out.
Yeah, what shows have started? Because
The Americans.
That started.
Has it started
yet?
No.
Has Bloodline second season started yet?
No.
Okay. Why would someone fucking...
Game of Thrones. Has it started yet? Nope. No, it has not.
Nope. House of Cards.
It started. It has started.
Oh, so it's not a trick.
Better Call Saul.
Some have, some haven't.
Some have started, some have not.
Better Call Saul.
It started.
This is how you guys keep it interesting.
Picked up for the third season.
Thank God.
Have you seen it?
O.J.
It's
Simpson.
great.
American Crime Story.
I gotta watch
that.
Oh, look at this.
We're behind on that one.
Why is Bonnie still married to him? Oh, go fuck that. You know what? I don't like
fuck
negative
yourself,
callers.
Thad. His name is Thad.
No, it's Chad.
No.
Yes.
Is it Thad or Chad?
What's your name, stupid?
Thad. Thank you. Goodbye. We don't talk to people named Thad
He's from
on
Utah.
this show.
He's from Utah. He's supposed to be Thad from Utah. That's their names.
Thad is bad.
Oh, you don't hang up. You can call back Thad.
Oh, somebody has an actual podcast business question. Go ahead, Carl from Orlando. Is this the Carl from Orlando that's called before?
Oh, Carl.
Oh, wait, why isn't it happening? Carl? Carl, please. Carl, are you there?
You're making me look like an asshole.
Do you need us to call somebody for you?
Is it Tharl?
Uh-oh. It's getting...
Go to hit the right side.
I did.
No, hit the good button.
Yeah.
Carl!
Do it right. Yell a little more. He can hear you.
Carl, pick up!
Give us a call at 866-969-1969.
If your name is Carl.
Carl, call back. I got to hang up. I don't know what to do.
Call Thad. Thad, you can call
Thad, I'm sorry I hung up on you. At least
Thad.
you were there, Thad.
See how you pick the wrong ones all the time?
Thad, go ahead.
It's all good. I've stood up for you before. I'm just, I don't know.
You've called before?
Thad,
Oh, yeah, we've talked multiple times. Bonnie, she's always stood up for me. I've always stood up for her, but...
Hey, guess what,
I didn't
Thad?
know your name before.
Hey, Thad, guess
all
what?
right, it's all good.
I was just in Park City. It's beautiful.
Go there
Not
now.
bad, is it?
What's that?
It's not bad, is it? But I just got one quick question, though.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
How much do you have to spend on a shrink to be with that guy every day of your life?
Me? I cut myself.
First of all, my
That's
name.
what I
I
do.
have a name. Are you married, Thad? Are you married?
No, I forgot. I didn't call you by your name. Sorry, Rich.
Are you married?
Yes, I am, buddy.
How long? We're not buddies. You're trashing me. How can we be buddies?
Trust me, I like you, man. But, God, you just kill her. Just, I don't know.
What are you,
buddy.
her fucking muse? Calm
No,
down.
I'm not.
You don't know what this bitch does to me at home.
I think you got a bigger mind fuck than you do when you fuck her.
What?
Nice.
He lost me.
He got you. Way to go, Thad.
It is what it is. I don't think you're a dick, but...
All right, drive into a ditch. Carl. Sorry, calling back. Carl?
Oh, God.
Oh, Carl,
God, that's
thank
how our
God.
callers start off. Oh, God.
How are you?
Oh, God,
Are you
they
okay?
They picked me.
I got called as a goof. They answer sometimes.
God, I got to talk.
Oh, no, I was worried that you guys wouldn't be able to hear me.
Yeah, but
What
we
was that?
can. What's your question?
Okay, this is my question. I don't even know your guest's name because...
Keith and the girl, but the girl is actually Hemda.
Oh, okay, cool. Keith and Hemda. How you guys doing?
Good, thanks, buddy.
All right. Hey, I have a question for you guys. I have a lot of friends that do podcasts.
Uh-huh.
And I have one friend in particular who has a great podcast.
I think it's him.
Awesome.
I think it's
but-
him. Go ahead,
No, it's not
Carl.
me. And so I was a guest on the show a couple of times. And so what I realized is other people in the community are asking him to set up their podcast situations. And I was just wondering, do you think it'd be a good business model for a guy that goes around and sets up podcasts and has an actual, YouTube channel where it's, dedicated to, hey, here's how you get going, et cetera, et cetera?
UltimatePodcastingGuide.com. We wrote it already. So tell your friend it's over.
Oh, no. Okay, but I'm saying, though, we live in Orlando, so it's just, literally coming to your house.
Right.
Here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
do
set it
think
up for you.
I do think that there's money to be made in anything that you want to do. So yes, there's everyone
We would use that, right?
Yeah.
Rich would call someone to come.
No, he doesn't sound white.
It's like the geeks that come to your house to set up your stereo.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then you find out they
listen.
put a camera in your shower.
It says, you know what? It sounds like a very a good idea. Because especially if you're electronic savvy and
You should do everything, though.
But you also got to set up the website for.
You should
them
also do security.
And that's what Chris
systems.
Chris is he develops the apps for people. He does the full nine.
We gotta go. We're out of time, but thank you for your.
Very cool. Thank you. Guys.
Okay,
Good luck.
thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, Carl.
And I'm sorry about that racist comment.
Our friend Catherine Heller does that. She has a podcast and she started producing other people's podcasts because there is a need for it.
Right, so she could start her own channel, right?
Well, no, she just, somebody wants to start a podcast and they don't know how to use the equipment or upload or do anything. She will do it, anything from start to finish, whatever you want her to do.
We did some LA podcasts, and this guy happened to be the same guy.
Yeah.
It seemed like came around with a
suitcase,
a mobile kit. And what did he charge? $50 each time, less?
Yeah,
We're trying to figure out how to work our cat scams. Still.
Not we.
I got it.
Keith, when is your show?
I'm going to do it April 15th this year, and we're very
April
excited.
15th at where?
We're going to do it at Livestream Brooklyn. You can see it virtually, so you can see it anywhere also on your computer. Go to keithandthegirl.com/weekend. You can see April 15th, that show, and VIP night, some of the shows we have on our network, on the 16th.
And so you always MC, right?
Yeah, I host.
You look so beautiful. Raina, last time Raina asked me, she said, is that a movie star?
I love Raina.
I said, yes, it is. And then I cornered you and said, don't make me look like a liar in front of my kid. Just start naming movies you've been in. God damn it.
But it's so much pressure. Now I think this little kid thinks that I look like she's so mistaken. Of course, everyone could see. But the next time I saw her, I was in the studio and she came over and I'm like, how do I act? She thinks I'm a movie star.
How are you today?
You've got to be just super gracious. Oh, hi. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh, I love your coat. Did you get that from Gucci like I do?
Spotlight legend, you know.
So, who else is on the show? Is there any
Michael Fox is opening for Keith this year, Karen Feehan. And then the next night is our network people.
Oh, we
so
only got a
people who are
minute.
on our network.
April 7th through 10th, I'll be at the Hartford Funny Bone. The 14th through 17th at the Syracuse Funny Bone. And we notice that Keith always has females opening for him, and that's nice that you're opening
you do the same.
door.
You like to do the same thing.
I liked it, yes, because it's
and
a big
I think
difference.
it's first of all, it's fresh to call us females. I don't get that very often, so thank you so much.
I usually call you skirts, but
yeah, no, you got some females opening for you.
Where are you at when are you at the Stanhope House?
I'm at the Stanhope House, April 20th in Stanhope, New Jersey. I got some males opening up for me. It's going to be a fun time. Good times.
I'm so glad you guys came in. You're fucking.
We are happy that you guys came in. I don't know if you're happy that you came in,
we're
but
sorry.
thank you so much, and we'll be better
here,
next time.
We were here at the John Fugelsang's, and we mentioned you guys because we are huge fans. You guys are our favorite like in the top. I can't even finish the sentence.
And he said how nice Bonnie was.
Because it's just bullshit. No.
Wow, you guys are really listening. Now you don't cut us off?
Yeah, seriously.
I didn't cut you off. She's the cutoff person. All right. Hey, folks.
KeithAndTheGirl.com.
Go to it. Go to a show. Listen to them. They're very fucking good. I'm not lying. I've been to their place twice.